Welcome to the Rave.com. I'm Amanda Shalab here with a couple members of the band My Darkest Days. Please welcome Brendan and Sal. Thanks for stopping by today, you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Sure. Now, you guys are on tour in support of your self-titled album. Yeah. And how do you like touring?
It's definitely... It's different. I mean, you're not in the same spot every day. You wake up not really knowing where you are most days, or, what the weather's like. Some days were, 2 days ago was like hot. We were in Oklahoma and we were like in shorts, and then we get here and I'm, in my shorts and it's freezing.
Right.
I like being on tour. There's a certain charm of being in a different city every day, right? And we're young, and I mean, I have nothing to go home to, right? So. My dog, right? So,
yeah.
You might as
it's pretty easy being on tour right now for us. So.
What's cool about being on tour, going to places like the third and fourth time, and going to a city and getting out of the bus and being like, oh, we're in this city. I know where that Starbucks is. It's 2 blocks this way, 3 blocks that way. And then you start to see cool restaurants that you always go to. And it's weird because in every place, every city almost seems like a second home in a way. So it's cool.
Well, and this isn't your first time to Milwaukee or the Rave. This is actually your second time here. You were here first with Hinder.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you guys have gotten a chance to walk around the building again, if not for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think our signatures were still down in the pool on the wall there. I went down earlier, yeah.
Oh, did you see that picture of Dougie I drew?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice, nice. Now, you guys got your start. You won a radio contest, right?
Yeah, it was. That was actually my first gig ever with the band. Actually, they had a bass player for a while before, and it's for a radio station in St. Catharines, a city just outside of Toronto. So They have this thing called the Rock Search, 97.7 Rock Search.
It's pretty big contest,
pretty big
right?
deal around there, right?
Yeah.
So, and they give you all kinds of recording time and gear and money. So that's what kind of got us doing our own independent tours at the start.
Just launched you into the scene.
Kind of, yeah.
It had to be crazy. Well, and you tour with 3 Days Grace, and actually your lead singer is the brother of the bassist of 3 Days Grace.
Yeah, they're brothers, and those guys are really cool. They've helped us out a lot in our career and still do. I mean, it's cool every night just watching those guys on tour, and just such a successful band, and you start to understand why after you see them perform every single night. It's pretty amazing.
Right. Well, and you guys have a huge fan base yourselves, especially online. That's got to be pretty cool.
Yeah. I think every show on this tour is sold out. There was only one that we played Vancouver, and the second day had their 300 or 400 people off selling it out, but every show has been sold out. So that's pretty easy to deal with. Sold out show every night. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't suck touring with 3 Days Grace.
Right. Yeah. You don't look out and hear crickets at all.
Yeah.
In fact, quite the opposite. So you guys are from Ontario originally. Is that where you're based these days, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, we had a jam house in Pickering just outside of Toronto, right? But we got rid of that just because we never go home now. So it's kind of like I live, in the middle of nowhere with my parents now, and I go home, and Sal's still in the city. So
yeah.
That's got to be different, especially traveling so much.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's all right going home because it's only for about 3 days, right? So it's
3 days.
Hey, Mom, Dad, all right, see you later.
Yeah. So, any plans for the next album at all?
Well, the thing is, Porn Star Dancing just got released. The single just got released to Europe and Australia, March 7th.
Right.
So pretty much it got released in North America, I think when was it?
It was
April, May?
Yeah, something like that.
Of 2010. So it's pretty much we're going to have to almost do the whole promotional cycle again, throughout the rest of the world.
Right.
Probably before we put out another record. It's just good for us, but I guess it'll suck a little bit for fans. It's probably going to be a little bit before we put out another record.
Right.
But we're writing all the time. Every few days we'll be jamming songs out on the bus or
in the dressing room.
Today we were talking about trying to jam out a tune by the pool downstairs in the basement of this place.
The reverb is so nice down there, right? So
yeah, it could be pretty cool.
Acoustics, yeah.
Great. And who does the writing? All of you guys, or?
Yeah, everyone kind of just brings something different to the table and see what happens at the end of the day with the songs. And we've had a lot of co-writers on this record as well. Joey Moe, Chad Kruger, Kevin Rudolph, a guy named Ted Bruner. We are pretty open to writing with different people and exploring other people's ideas and developing them and helping people develop our ideas.
Usually makes a better song if you get more brains on it too, especially people that have done it a lot more than us.
Right.
So, yeah.
Makes sense.
Yes, some bands, keep it really tight knit. Don't let much many people involved, but it's kind of like building a house. You know, the more people you have involved, the better your decor is going to be, and the better, you know, the house will probably look if you have different ideas, right? So we like to involve people in our record. Our record's just pretty much like a giant project.
Right. And we definitely like the end product. So you're doing something right.
Cool. Yeah.
Thanks so much for stopping by today, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great show.
Thanks.
This is therave.com.